Right, let's go. When the voices arise from the storm and immortalized. Let's go. You can find me below. I let the enemy know. When the voices arise from the storm and immortalized. Let's go. You can find me below. I let the enemy know. Today is October 25th, 2019. We are Sinful Black Entertainment, and this is the Overtime Sports Show. What is good? What is good? What is really, really good? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy James, a.k.a. Hollywood J. Black, live in the building once again. Just finished up with a gameplay of The Outer Worlds. That thing is going to be up on the Sinful Black gaming channel on YouTube, at least by tonight, if not by tomorrow morning. I promise you that. But that's not why I'm here. We are here now because this is the Overtime Sports Show, baby. So you know how we do. I got my man Big Sin up in the motherfucking building. What's good, Big Sin?
What up?
You know how we do, man. It's awesome. It's an awesome day. It's Friday. Wednesday got a little bit crazy with the internet acting the damn fool.
I was sick anyway, so fuck it.
Thursday, I was going to drop a little thing on Thursday. I got caught up with doing some other shit, so I apologize about that. But it is Friday. Some of y'all ain't got no job. Some of y'all ain't got shit to do. Well, guess what? You riding with us.
I got shit to do. So I'm going to go do that. I'll be back later.
No. This nigga, really? Really? What? So, we had an interesting week. This isn't just any regular show. As you know, this is the Overtime Sports Show. You know how we do on the Overtime Sports Show. We talk about everything that is live in sports. We've been on a huge NFL kick over the last, I don't know what, 2 months now. We're riding the NFL.
Well, let's get some programming right here, sir. These are the NFL shows. The other shit is for other shows. The other shit is more your lane. Other shows.
Well, because it's Friday and we missed the show, we got to stack it all in like a big-ass Big Mac, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to. Yeah.
Oh, while you do this, I'm going to swallow my mouth. Hold
on. So for those that have been living under a rock and Big Sin trying to kill himself with a mic, it's okay, though. It's okay. It's all right. No big deal. However, since Big Sin... we're going to brush through the few things real quick, and then we're going to get to the meat and potatoes, which is the NFL action. The first thing we got to talk about is the MLB playoffs. The last time we spoke about this, Washington had punched their ticket, had embarrassed the whoever the hell that they played. I don't remember.
St. Louis.
Yes, and we were impressed. We were really impressed about the fact that they made it to the World Series without Mr. Bryce Harper, who's on the Big Sin's Philadelphia Phillies, by the way. I just have to point that out.
Well, I'm going to say this. No team but the Houston Astros would fire their assistant manager during the World Series.
Yes, because of a comment that – so here's my thing, right? If you're going to hire a player, a multi-talented player, right? Like all-star. And you hire this man knowing that he was suspended last year for domestic violence. And you're the only team that took a chance on him. And he performs well and gets you to the World Series. I guess apparently you're not supposed to thank this man for his job, okay? Now, this is the incident that happened. So let me break this down. The guy's the player's name is Big Sin. Get your ass back here, nigga. Thank you. Anyways. So, anyways, there's a player by the name of Osuna. I don't remember his first name. We're just gonna call him Osuna because I think he's a DJ or something. I don't know. Probably sounds like DJ Osuna or whatever. But I digress. Anyways, so last year he got suspended for 75 games. Nigga, if you don't get your ass back here. Thank you. Well, did you put a bag over your head? So this man was suspended for 75 games. What the fuck am I going to do with you? For domestic violence, okay?
You've been asking yourself that question for over 20 years, sir, and you still don't have an answer.
The Houston Astros, thanks to Osuna, just happened to have made it to the World Series in the middle of Domestic Violence Awareness Week.
Actually, I'm going to say it's more because of little ass Jose Altuve in his bat, more than I am going to say for a backup right fielder.
Well, I'm just saying he's on the team.
All I'm saying is you're here for clickbait, sir. You are here for misleading the people, sir.
Am I
misleading the politic talk?
Am I misleading? Is this not true? All right, so you're saying it's true? It's not true. All right, here we go. This nigga, he's having technical difficulties. He can't stand my bullshit. But anyways, so one of your best players helps win the game during the middle of Domestic Violence Awareness Week. The general manager shouts out.
Hey, let me be real about something.
Yeah.
It ain't his fault the baseball playoffs happen to start around this time of year.
But the general manager shouts out, "I'm so glad we fucking got Osuna. I'm so glad we got Osuna." That's literally all he said, except that he said it to the middle of reporters that were wearing pins for domestic violence. This word got out to the Houston Astros. The Astros vehemently denied that the incident took place, but there's cameras that actually.
You know what the Astros are wishing for?
What? Oh, wow. Me to be quiet, apparently.
No, for this. Like, you see my face?
Yeah, for the shit to go
can't
away.
See me.
So apparently there's the incident's on camera for everybody to see. So the Houston Astros lied to begin with. So somebody had to be the scapegoat, which was going to end up being the assistant manager.
Hey, because you know how every good story starts with, well, what happened was.
Yeah. Well, now I want to preface this that I am in no way for domestic violence. In fact, my mother was a victim of domestic violence, and so I do not advocate domestic violence in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. However, to fire your manager in the middle of a playoff run, your manager is probably that would be the equivalent of the New England Patriots getting rid of Robert Kraft because he allegedly got a $50 rub and tug at a massage parlor, okay?
I told you before, the man is 86 years old. His wife just died. Who gives a fuck if he gets a hand job as long as he's not getting robbed for all his money by some gold digger?
Thank you. You get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have a problem with. I don't like if you're gonna take a chance on a person, just like the Mike Vick shit, right? You know this person's criminal record. You know what he's did. If you take a chance on him, you have to accept everything that this person did. And that's whose fault is that? You can't blame the assistant GM. The owners are the ones that pay these niggas. The actual GM is the one that pays the nigga that said get this nigga, not the assistant. That's like hiring the assistant manager when the manager fucked up the count at the register. Oh, let's give me a scapegoat real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Vontaze Burfict has been in the NFL until last week. Greg Hardy had 2 seasons after he threw a chick on top of some guns. Major League Baseball is late to the party, just like the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the man served a suspension. Leave the nigga alone. That's all I'm going to say. Leave the dude alone. Like, what's the point, man? Like, come the fuck on. Really? This is what we're advocating for in 2019? Like I said.
The only thing the Astros should have been talking about is Jose Altuve because he's a fine, upstanding, young Mexican man who knows how to play good baseball.
Well, the one thing that the Houston Astros should be doing is figuring out how the hell is the Washington Nationals kicking their ass 2 games in a row.
You want to know why the Nationals are kicking their ass 2 games in a row?
What?
Walgreens.
Fucking Walgreens. We're blaming Walgreens now?
No, look at the Washington Nationals logo. It is the W from Walgreens.
They stole it, didn't they?
They did.
Give me your W, nigga.
All they did, remember, there was the Montreal Expos. All they did was turn that whack-ass M upside down. That's all they did.
Yeah. So Washington has absolutely smashed the Houston Astros. And the Astros are the defending champs, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, they are.
And Washington is just smashing them, ass-grabbing them, tip-tapping them, all of them shits. It's going to be over. I think it's going to be over in 5. They're going back to Washington anyway. That's all I really got to say about that. The next time we're going to talk about this, one of these 2 teams are going to have a trophy.
Well, actually, hold on. As of right now, in the top of the 6th, the Astros are up 4-1.
Like I said, 5 games. It's going to go 5 games. I promise you that. Because unless the Nationals just start flying out, then it's over in 4. But it's going to go to 5. Like I said, by the time we do another Overtime Sports Show, the World Series will be over.
The game, not the World Series, the game.
No, the next time that we're doing an Overtime Sports Show, the series will be over. One way or the other.
Hi, AJ Styles. How are you doing?
Well, AJ Styles, he don't want none. He don't want none. He don't want none.
No, because the My Career mode, I'm actually getting ready to start talking to AJ Styles because he's standing in front of me.
Fuck anyway. All right, so let's real quick before we step on to the NFL. We got one more thing to talk about, and that is the NBA is back, baby. As you know, I posted a highlight reel on the Overtime Sports Show. I mean on the on Simple Black TV. Excuse me. I posted this past Tuesday. Dropped a little highlight reel in case you missed everything that happened on last year. I gave it to you in a nice, neat little package because I care and love about my fans so much. Big Sid is sitting here bored, but he knows he loves it because it's one of the videos that's gotten the most views outside of Philly's Dark Low. The Philly Dark Low band, and shout out to Dark Low, goddammit. Because that nigga is steady. Because he has no Facebook page, and because I'm the only nigga putting his shit on Facebook, I am subsequently getting Dark Low's fans on Simple Black TV. Thank you, fucking Dark Low. I fucking love you. Anyways.
Homeboy gonna come back like, where's my money?
Nigga, where my money? That's what I'm telling that nigga. Where my money? Shit. I'm doing promo and everything. Fuck you talking about? Where my money? Nigga, where my money? Nigga.
All right, so a couple of things that happened the first couple of days of the NBA. The LA Clippers beat the shit out of the LA Lakers.
And then yesterday proceeded to beat the shit out of my Golden State Warriors.
Because the Golden State Warriors, okay, I don't want you to take offense to this, but Charles Barkley yesterday, before that game, dead ass, look at Klay Thompson. You want to know what he said to Klay Thompson?
What?
The Warriors are garbage. They are not going to make the playoffs. Charles Barkley, dead ass said that shit to Klay Thompson's face while he sat next to this nigga.
So I told NBA inside the NBA on TNT. I hit the motherfuckers up on Twitter and I said, listen, the Golden State Warriors are making the playoffs because let me break this down. There's only 5 teams in the Western Conference better than Golden State. You ready for this one? The Lakers, the Clippers. This nigga. Stop. The Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets.
Oh, the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
Deuces, Mike and
the Nuggets were the number 2 team in the NBA last year.
What did you, Basil? Where did you get them?
The Nuggets, the Blazers, and possibly the Rockets. That's it.
No, hold on. We thought it was going to be a couple weeks into the season that James Harden and Russell Westbrook were going to have a blow-up. No, it was the first game of the season.
You know why? Let me explain why they had a blow-up. You know what it is? I'll tell you exactly why they had a blow-up. 2 for 13. That's why they had a blow-up. James Harden
really had a blow-up?
Why?
Because Russell Westbrook can't get away from can't get away with traveling like James Harden does.
Well, if Russell Westbrook, if James Harden would stop shooting 2 for 13 from the field, do you know if he would have hit at least 3 more of them shots, they would have won last night.
Well, the whole issue is James Harden still thinks he's playing in the playoffs.
So yeah, apparently 2 for 13, that's fucking acceptable, right?
Because we know how garbage he is in the playoffs.
Like, did you see some of the fast break plays? Russell Westbrook caught the rebound at the free throw line and was gone on the other side of the court in 2 seconds. He was already.
So update: a Houston Astros player just stole 2 bases on 1 play.
Oh Jesus Christ! How?
Because the catcher decided to throw the ball in the outfield when trying to throw it to the second baseman.
That's just like a nigga not only robbing a grocery store, but robbing the bank that's inside the grocery store too. You know what I'm talking about, Phil. You know how they have the bank.
Wells Fargo.
That's like the nigga robbing the Albertsons and then robbing the Wells Fargo inside. How the fuck did you pull that shit off?
That just happened in the World Series.
Oh my fucking God. Really?
And you really think the Nationals are going to dominate the series?
I said they're going to win in 5.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
It's only game 3. It's 5.
Okay. And the Astros and the Nationals have a guy named Zimmerman. Didn't he just commit suicide?
No, Zimmerman's committed suicide in the making of this thing. Also, who else can I say? The Nets were looking real good. I like Kyrie Irving there. He almost pulled out the trickiest trick shot for a game winner in the history of trickiest trick shots to ever win an NBA game.
If he would have made that shit, it would have been legendary.
The crowd would have fucking exploded. The place would have went nuts. He almost did it. It would have almost created the greatest highlight of all time.
My dude went back to NBA Street on the PS2.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit. Oh man, what else we got? Who's looking good? Denver was looking good. New Orleans looks good without Zion. They just can't win shit because they don't have another 20 points, which Zion Williamson would give them.
Well, they're just the Lakers. They're basically the Lakers from last year without LeBron.
Ain't that crazy? Funny how life works, right? Who else? There was one more thing. Oh, the Dejounte Murray on the Spurs is back from injury and hot like fire. I never thought I would say something about the Dejounte Murray, but the Dejounte Murray is the Dejounte Murray. That man is doing big things. So we're going to have more all the way Wednesdays with the NBA. I promise you. We're going to have full breakdown games. I'm going to try and getting them things out before the game start. Yeah, I will try to get those things out before the game start. I'm gonna go live twice on you, bitch niggas. Now what? So
you're gonna see. You're gonna see me at the NBA most of the time.
I'm gonna drag you into one. We're gonna talk about the Nets. If it's gonna be
I really don't pay attention to the NBA to the All-Star game.
But I will make it sure that you talk about the Nets. Damn it!
I'm gonna look at my phone. They're doing this.
We're going to talk about the Nets, just like I'm going to talk about my Warriors. Wednesday night, all the way Wednesdays, we'll be back. But until then, we also have one more thing. I can't remember what it is. But screw all that. We know what y'all here for. We know what you came to see. It is time for the NFL Week 7 Fallout, baby. Oh.
All righty, then. So, the NFL Week 7. This week, I went 8 and I went 8-6. Mr. Black went 7-7, putting our respective records at me with 55 wins, 37 losses, and a tie. Black with 56 wins, 36 losses, and a tie. Yeah. We're doing a lot worse than last year.
Yeah. The NFL has no parity. Jacksonville, Tennessee is doing Tennessee things.
Fuck Tennessee.
And Philadelphia is trash, and the Browns have cost us everything.
All right, so we are going to get started off with probably the ugliest game of Week 7. I was sitting here watching the game. I see the football hit the field, and I see a waterfall come off that motherfucker. The 49ers defeating the Washington Redskins.
Oh God, this was a hell of a game.
Ugly as shit.
I said it was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game, sir. Okay, you hear me? A hell of a game.
You know what this game looked like?
What did it look like?
Homeboy Jigsaw from the Punisher series after he rubbed his face all over the mirror.
Oh,
That's
God.
what the game looked like.
That shit was wetter. That shit was wetter than 10 virgins watching lesbian porn. Yeah, I said it. What? What?
And was still more entertaining than anything Joe Flacco has done this year.
Oh my God. Joe Flacco has put up the most boring 300-yard game ever.
So talk about your 49ers. They continue to be undefeated, and they pick up a wide receiver coming from a team where Joe Flacco would not throw him the ball. They picked up Emmanuel Sanders in the trade.
Yeah, I'm actually happy about this trade. We know that we needed a receiver. We knew that we're really, really down. Trent Taylor, the big worry is that they might not only be on IR, but possibly his career is in jeopardy. That's what the sources say. I don't want to confirm or deny, though, but the sources are saying that. So, Niners got to do what they do in order to help Jimmy Garoppolo. And I think, you know what's funny, because, I mean, we'll talk about the acquisition later on, but when your quarterback, you have a franchise quarterback, and your offense is struggling, and you know you're not deep, but you have one playmaker, and he's always getting doubled. You go out and get a game-changing wide receiver. The two teams did that. The Niners and the Patriots did that. And we'll talk about the Patriots acquisition because that one's a little bit special. But this one, Emmanuel Sanders, a top receiver. He's a speedster that can also run the slot. He does all the things that Mike Shanahan loves to do, and they got him for a second-round draft pick. The big fear, though, is that we might not be able to afford to re-sign him, especially since we have to re-sign a bunch of our defense next year, which I don't know. Maybe they might buy into the Patriot way if that's the case.
Just don't do the Elway thing and discount your fucking defense like a discount double check with Allstate.
We're not going to discount. We're not going to discount the defense. Discount anyone. The good thing is that we have a mathematical genius by the name of Parag Marath who knows how to make them contracts work and get everybody paid. So, I mean, I'm really happy. This game was really nothing to shout home about, but the defense really did their thing. The drive itself, the game itself was capped off by this last play. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here right now. Give me a second here. I just love this.
Copyright strike in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Here you go. No. Hold on. I got you. We're not getting copyright stricken because there's no audio on this one. Oh, I got something in my eye. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's called an eyeball.
No. Possibly. Are you sure? Aha.
What are you doing?
Give me a second. Fuck. Fucking eye though. My eye's burning. I'm getting there, folks. Give me a second. I know America's waiting. We're on our way. You ready for the highlight? Are they ready for the highlights?
Yes.
I'm ready for the Good. Last play. Watch this.
At least they're having fun.
That's what we had to look forward to. I want to speak on that stadium real quick because that stadium is the fucking worst.
Not as bad as Oakland Coliseum.
No, it's worse. Let me tell you why. That's the same stadium in the same wet weather conditions that one Robert Griffin III practically ended his career on. Okay? Because this shit ain't been the same since then. It was the same rainy ass fucking conditions. And taking shit out like that. Washington should be ashamed of themselves. That turf is horrible. Whatever they do, wherever they get their turf from, Dan Snyder spent $100 million on Albert Haynesworth, but won't spend $1 million on some goddamn turf. You see, that's that bullshit. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Another thing that's the absolute worst are the New York Giants. And they lost to the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, but we predicted that, though.
Yes, we did. The Arizona Cardinals are actually playing good football at this moment.
Yes. The one Arizona's defense from last year is mostly intact, and the defense wasn't half bad. It just in small bunches, it just wasn't the thing.
And they added Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, so now they have a little bit of leadership. Kyler Murray is finally gelling into this offense and making it work. I see the Cardinals as a 6-10, 7-9 team, somewhere around there.
Remember, they're the one.
8-7-1, 7-8-1, 6-9-1.
Which is a far cry from what you were saying 3 weeks ago about this same Arizona team.
Oh, far cry from when we started the season. I didn't think that they would gel so damn fast. But that's a scary thing, a scary proposition to come up with. Arizona might play spoiler come down the stretch. You can't come into a football week and expecting that you're going to stomp all over Arizona. We
also got to attest San Francisco's 6-0 start to the fact that they have not played the Cardinals yet because they haven't beat the Cardinals in 6 years.
Hey. The last time we beat them, Colin Kaepernick was there. Oh, yeah, I said it.
There's your one per list. Anyway, next up we have a game we both got wrong. We both picked the Houston Texans because of how good they were playing, and they lost to the Indianapolis Colts.
And remember, I said that this was a trap game after the Houston Texans' beautiful victory against the Chiefs. Both of these teams beat the Chiefs in their prior week prior to them going on with Indianapolis' game before they went on the bye week, and Houston doing it last week. Everybody, the hype was around Houston. I didn't think they were looking towards Indianapolis. I think they were thinking ahead, looking towards New England, and they got cracked in the mouth. Jacoby Brissett. We need to have a conversation about Jacoby Brissett.
Would you like me to give you that? Would you like me to give everyone that stat I gave to you that you said was really fucking interesting the other day?
Yes.
So 4 years ago, four. The New England Patriots had 3 quarterbacks on their staff: Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jacoby Brissett. Right now, as of this recording, they are a combined 18-2.
Yep. Ain't that crazy? Hold on. You take over real quick. I got to get some tissue. My nose.
These guys, they're showing that not all of Tom Brady's backups are destined for failure. Like Matt Castle, Ryan Mallett, and people of the other, Brian Hoyer, all of them. Jacoby Brissett has gotten this offense playing better than what Andrew Luck had the offense playing at. And that's a lot to say because Andrew Luck, if he would have stayed a couple more years, was a first ballot Hall of Famer. He just never could get past that Foxborough, never get past New England. And he'll even tell you, even in the so-called Deflategate game, if the Patriots are throwing their football, they're still going to beat them by 40. The way things go right now, the AFC South is looking like Indianapolis's division to lose in the end here because, like I said, nobody, not even myself and Mr. Black, expected Jacoby Brissett to come out and do what he's doing this year. It is, it's spectacular. The man is honing his craft. He is becoming a leader. He is becoming not even a game manager. This man is making plays. They have a better than average defense. They have a better than average running game when Marlon Mack is healthy. I see them doing some things. Now, as far as the Texans go, they need one more offensive lineman to help them protect their quarterback. And what?
I'm on my way back.
All right. To help them protect their quarterback. And they also did lose Will Fuller in this game, which hurt them a ton. Because Will Fuller.
On, real quick. Keep going.
Shut the fuck up.
Hello?
Will Fuller has been playing his ass off for the last few weeks. The Texans defense needs to start stepping up. J.J. Watt is like the only person on there doing shit. And they need more. Yeah. But as far as these Colts go, when we do our recap of our picks and make some changes, I may be going with these boys to win this division because I believe in Jacoby.
Okay.
Now, James, get your ass back in here.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Leaving in the middle of a show. Make me sit here while you're talking about baseball and fucking NBA, and I'm stuck here now by myself. What the fuck?
Yes, you have fun. All right.
But anyway, I hope everybody out there is doing well.
I'm here. I got a phone call. Sorry.
Mr. James needs to put his head into a hole somewhere.
I'm here, fucker. Hold on. So, can we say that the most impressive? There's two very impressive quarterback trees in the NFL. The Josh McDaniels quarterback tree, and the Shanahan quarterback tree. Keep in mind, so the reason why I say this is very simple. So not Kyle Shanahan, but the Mike Shanahan quarterbacking tree. Mike Shanahan coached Elway. He coached Montana. He coached Young. He coached Steve, I got you, babe, Bono. He's coached a few different quarterbacks. Josh McDaniels coached Kyle Orton into a decent season. He coached Tim Tebow before he was ceremoniously ejected the year before Tim Tebow had the Tebow magic. Of course, he's had Tom Brady twice now. He even made Brian Hoyer somewhat serviceable. He made Matt Castle serviceable. He made now, what is his name? Jimmy Garoppolo and Jacoby Brissett serviceable. He couldn't fix Ryan Mallett, but Ryan Mallett wasn't one of his people. I think from a whole standpoint, I think they're the two best that do it. To be dead honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so next up we have a game when I turned it on, Aaron Rodgers already had 5 touchdown passes. The Green Bay Packers mollywopped the Oakland Raiders.
Really?
And
really?
Mr. Black here chose the Raiders.
Yes, I chose the Raiders. Chose the fucking Raiders. Because the Raiders, didn't the Raiders beat somebody impressive with an impressive defense last week, the week before, by the name of the Chicago fucking Bears?
But are the Bears really that impressive right now?
On defense, they still are. You know why Mitch Trubisky hasn't been able to develop? Because his Bears defense in practice keeps kicking his ass. He doesn't know how to develop.
Okay.
I know.
So
it's just bullshit.
This game had one thing go over and over and over again. Aaron Rodgers is looking better than he did 3 years ago.
Aaron Rodgers is looking good. This offense is finally clicking with him and Matt LaFleur.
And you know who he has to thank for that?
Who?
The other person who wears number 12 but is better than him. Because he joined the TB12 regimen in the offseason.
Oh, who? Mr. Aaron Rodgers did?
Yes.
Very true. It seems to work. I mean, what can you say? If you want to increase, Tom Brady is almost 42 years old. It's working. 42. Oh, he's 42 years old. The TB12 regimen is something special. So, I would get on the TB12 regimen if I could. Can I get on the TB12 regimen?
You can buy the book for $545.
Or Tom, you can come to my house and train me. I'll do everything you say. It's just help me buy these groceries, bro.
You just want Giselle to come over. That's all you want.
No. I only follow big booty models. Anyways, big booty models. Just when Donald Trump said thick.
Anyway, next up we have a game we'll go wrong on because me and Mr. Black have obviously fell asleep on the Minnesota Vikings passing offense. It did fall asleep yesterday, but in this game it was wide awake, and Stephon Diggs had himself a day.
Yeah. The one thing, I guess all is well in Minnesota now. There's no more drama. There's no more beef. Minnesota's looking like a playoff team now, which is something that they didn't look like.
Adam Thielen said, yeah, can we just get Kirk Cousins' wife out here? At least I know she knows how to throw the damn ball. Ever since then, Kirk Cousins has been performing on another level.
Well, Kirk Cousins apologized because he knows that if he didn't have apologized, Stephon Diggs would have been in New England by now. Hell, Stephon Diggs could be in New England in a week. We don't even fucking know.
Yeah, because the New England Patriots made some moves that look like they're prepping for something big. So
yeah. And it's either going to be a Stephon Diggs or an AJ Green signing. It's what it's going to look like at this point. And the trade itself there might be a trade that involves Josh Gordon, a couple first rounders. Who fucking knows at this point? But your receivers are happy. Kirk Cousins is performing, and even when he couldn't, so he only missed. We'll talk about the Thursday night game. So the one Thursday night game set, I'd like to drop into this real quick. He only missed 4 passes.
Yeah,
and he actually passed it less than 30, but more than 20. So which is still fucking impressive. So, yeah,
he leads the league right now in total QBR. He leads the league in average per pass. Kirk Cousins is doing his thing, and that's because he has a Dalvin Cook standing behind him who's willing to run over any man in the NFL.
Oh, shit. Oh, Dalvin Cook is something else. You know that? Dalvin Cook, that man has been performing at a high level ever since he was the third wheel at Florida State.
Yeah, he had his rookie year, he got hurt, where he was having a big season. He got hurt, but he got healthy, and he's been dominating the last 2 seasons.
Do you know Dalvin Cook is freshman year? He was supposed to have been redshirted, but they brought him in as a true freshman because I think another running back got hurt. He got 1,000 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. That's Dalvin Cook, and ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly who you got in Minnesota. I even said that this dude was a stud fucking running back.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is Minshew Mania finally running scores? Because the Jacksonville Jaguars look very lethargic in their beating of the Cincinnati Bengals.
No. Hi, Di. How you doing? First off, let me say hi to Lady Di. How you doing?
What's up, Di?
No. Minshew Mania is still on, still in full effect. I love Gardner Minshew. I love Uncle Rico. That's my nigga. Sometimes the war is always a battle of attrition, okay? Yes, you're going to have times where he looks a little bit mortal, but that's okay. He still performed halfway decent. Performed in about 15 other quarterbacks performed this past weekend. Cincinnati's a horrible team. Jacksonville has no defense. They used to have the number 1 corner in the NFL. They don't have him. Well, let me rephrase. They had the number 2 corner in the NFL. You know the number 1 corner is Stephon Gilmore. But that's another story for another day. However, it's going to take a little bit of adjustment. It's going to be some time. It's all right. Minshew Mania is still on. The problem is that Nick Foles is going to be back healthy in 2 weeks.
He's going to be a Chicago Bear.
You think he's going to be a Bear? A lot can happen. Nick Foles might end up a Steeler for all we fucking know.
Nah, because Duck Dodgers is playing really good.
Duck Hodges, baby. I wouldn't trust Duck Hodges with a
So yes, we both took Jacksonville in this game. Cincinnati is pure trash. Go ahead and send your big contracts to New England. Tyler Eifert, AJ Green, and that defensive lineman that me and you talked about last week. Go ahead, send them to New England. Take Josh Gordon take a couple draft picks, and have it set.
Well, that's what's going to happen. I would do it for a first because I'll do it for a first and Josh Gordon, knowing that you have to sign that contract because you got to be able to sign AJ Green to a big ass contract. And I think that's probably the only thing that has prevented New England from probably sealing this deal. I think they would have probably sent over a first or second along with Josh Gordon. I think they're worried that AJ Green might not want to re-sign back in New England because I don't think New England, they don't want to mortgage one draft pick if they're not going to get two or a spectacular player out of it. That's just who they are. They're smart. They're very savvy.
And let's be honest here, it's not like New England needs them.
No, not at all. That's the kind of thing. But you need an insurance policy at this point. How Julian Edelman can't do Julian Edelman things without a number one receiver. Chris Hogan, for all intents and purposes, was still getting doubled in the Super Bowl and in the AFC Championship. Okay, because he was a fast ass white boy that can run it. You see he's not doing shit where he's at now.
They went to Carolina and I haven't even heard Chris Hogan's name.
Exactly, just non-existent. At the same time. You have so many things that affect so many tradable pieces in Cincinnati. If they really wanted to go full Miami Dolphins, they can, and they would stockpile everything. Put it this way: would you trade a first for Geno Atkins? I sure would. If that's all you said, the trade that all was needed for Geno Atkins was the first. Here you go. Imagine what you call Michael. They just got rid of Michael Bennett. They traded Michael Bennett for a 7th round draft pick. I mean, but I'm
going to explain that situation when we get to the Patriots-Jets game.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why Michael Bennett wasn't happy. Why the Patriots go away? Why they're doing what they're doing with Josh Gordon? I got you on that one.
Well, he could be unhappy as fuck as if he want to, but the fact of the matter is simple. The Patriot way is called that for a reason.
All right, you're going to make me do it right now. Michael Bennett, in every team he has played for, was either the number 1 or number 2 defensive piece on that team. In New England, he was number 16 or 17 as a defensive piece on that team.
Yeah, which is for a reason.
He was complaining about playing time.
What? So, you know why players complain about playing time? This is what I found out, right? Players complain about playing time not because they want to play or don't want to play. It's because their contracts are incentivized to come up with certain shit at a given time. So here's my thought, right? If I'm a player and I know that I'm coming to New England, you got to know that I don't want no incentive money. I don't want to be like, oh, if I hit 15, 20 sacks, oh, I need that's when my bonus kicks in, and that's when my guaranteed money kicks in. No, you pay me to be in the building with my clothes on. You should be negotiating this contract when you go in. So when you negotiate this contract, I'll be like, okay, so you got to play over 50% of the snaps. You got to get 50 tackles. You got to have 30 quarterback hurries. But when you start playing like ass and not doing the thing you do, your motherfucking ass get benched. Now you start getting mad because you ain't getting no playing time because you ain't collecting all your goddamn bonus money. So you could have avoided that shit, all that bullshit by saying, I want to make sure all my guaranteed money is up front, but I'll play hard for you. And if I fuck up, I'll fuck up, but at least I know I'm getting paid, okay?
And that is the exact opposite of what the New England Patriots do, the whole pay you first thing. The New England Patriots, the way their contracts work is you go out and you play. You earn a spot on the field by producing. Michael Bennett technically only produced in one game.
Yeah. So he can't be mad that he's not going to play.
5 only had one sack and 2 hurries in one game.
Yeah. You can't that's what I'm saying. You can't get mad. And you can't be like.
Do you know what game that was?
Which one?
Miami.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm saying you can't be mad. You can't be mad under any circumstance. You can't be like, oh, I didn't get no playing time. Well, how was your performance? Well, I was just out there. Oh, okay.
Tell me how Kyle Van Noy missed week 1 with the birth of his child. has 3 fumble recoveries, a touchdown, and 46 sacks.
And created the nickname for the defense. Yeah, because you know.
Oh, we're definitely getting to Sam Darnold here in a couple of games.
I certainly hope so, because I got a lot to say about that one.
You already said the team's name. I just said the team's name. I almost cursed the Buffalo Bills by picking the Dolphins because the Dolphins almost pulled this off.
And that's exactly what it is. You just get just a bunch of almostes, all right? So I said the Bills off the jump. I said, ain't no fucking way that the Dolphins are going to win this game. But after the shit that I've heard out of the Dolphins, you know what I want the Dolphins to do? I want the Dolphins to win a game just so that they can't win a few games just so that they don't get the number 1 pick. Not because they don't deserve the number 1 pick, but just to simply spite the owner and the GM for this process that they're trying to do of tanking, okay? I need to intentionally win some games so that they're like the 10th pick. I want them to go 8. I want to be business as usual with their 8-8 bullshit. That's what I want. That would make me fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this Dolphins GM. Fuck their ownership. Fuck everything between. Fuck the Miami Dolphins as a record label, a football team, and as a motherfucking crew.
A record label?
Yeah, as a record label. And if you're down with the Miami Dolphins, then fuck you too.
Fuck the Dolphins. The Bills won the game barely, but they won.
Yes.
Next up, we have a team that I'm forced to take every week. And for some reason, this man across from me said, hey, I'm going to pick them too this week. The LA Rams just mollywopped and broke the Atlanta Falcons. Broke them so bad, they traded Mohamed Sanu to the New England Patriots.
That's how you know the season's over. You trade your third best receiver on the team. All right, so the craziest the craziest stat from this game. You ready for this? You ready? Are you ready?
God damn it, James. Just fucking say it.
All right, fuck, I'll tell you. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to tell you. Hold on. This is what I wanted to tell you. Where are the fucking stats? Hold on.
Peekaboo.
Stats. There we go.
Peekaboo.
This nigga dipping in it. All right. Crazy stat time. You ready for this? The Atlanta Falcons, in all their glory, Matt Ryan went 16 of 27 for 159 yards. Their running game as a whole had 7 rushes. Devontae Freeman with 7 rushes for 19 yards. Julio Jones had 93 yards receiving. The game was so bad that there was a Matt Schaub sighting, and he went 6 for 6 for 65 yards. There was a Matt Schaub sighting.
Hold on. The same Matt Schaub who, while playing in Houston, got injured at home, and the fans cheered the fact that he got injured.
Oh, and guess what? He had the only touchdown of the game for the Falcons.
So, unfortunately, this week, I still have to pick the Falcons. But this fucker's team that he has to pick against every week is on a bye. All right, so next up, as we continue to talk about disappointments, how about them LA Chargers? The biggest, I actually picked the Titans, and they won a fucking game.
They've broken everything that is holy with our picking system. You're supposed to pick them, they were supposed to lose. That's what we do. But I also said that if the Chargers lost this game, the Chargers season is over. So guess what, football fans? The Chargers lost this game, and guess what? Their fucking season is over.
And
That's
funny
right.
Because their running back, who failed at holding out, is also failing at doing his job because the rookie's a better running back than he is.
But he ain't doing no fucking better. I mean, yes, he's better at his job, but he's not fucking doing any better either.
No,
that's like
because Ryan Tannehill won this game for the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, God. Fucking Ryan Tannehill doesn't deserve shit. So you know exactly what's going to happen? The Titans are going to be 8-8. That's what Ryan Tannehill is the master of. He's the master of 8 and 8. That's all you're going to get from fucking fucking Tannehill. 8-8. He's gonna win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game, win a game, win a game, lose a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. Gucci Mane, everything. Chicken tang, chicken wave.
So next up, we probably have the most entertaining game of the weekend. Lamar Jackson embarrassed the Seattle Seahawks.
We called this one too.
No, you did.
Yeah. Oh! I feel like the smartest man in the room right now.
I picked the Seahawks.
I don't know why I picked the Ravens. I just knew that I had a feeling that the Seahawks defense was going to have Lamar Jackson problems, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, you know what happened in this game? The announcers did the curse to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson hasn't thrown an interception, 207 straight passes. Very next play, pick six. Hold on. Not only a pick six to the newly acquired Marcus Peters on the Baltimore Ravens defense.
That was pick six with all the toppings you can eat. That's what that was. Pick six unlimited toppings.
If it's unlimited, why do you keep saying six?
I don't know. Don't. You can get all the toppings you want, but you get the first six for free. Okay.
But most pizza joints, everything after six toppings are garbage.
Are you sure? Because I had this one pizza, right? It was so fucking good. It's called the
Anyway,
Mechanic.
This game was real fun. Lamar Jackson.
Why am I getting cut off?
Had himself a game. Because we're almost an hour into the video, and we haven't even started with this week's game, Jay.
Because this is the 2-hour event, okay? You know this. We're getting there.
James leaves the computer, leaves me to talk about the Colts and Texans for 5 fucking minutes.
You were supposed to brag about Jacoby fucking Brissett, okay?
Which I did, sir.
Thank you. And then you did your job. Thank you, sir.
I always do my job.
Hey, I did my job too. People see me on live, and guess what? I must be some fucking request line because they're fucking calling me, wanting me to talk about shit on the goddamn show.
Well, you know what? Tell them to do their job and wait till the fucking show is over.
I feel like, DJ, please pick up your phone on the request line.
And as he sings that, Northern States decided to mollywop the Chicago Bears.
We knew that was going to happen, but we didn't know how bad it was going to happen. It happened bad. It happened so bad to the point where everybody is saying trade Mitch Trubisky for either Cam Newton or Nick Foles. How bad is shit?
Bruh, they want them to trade Mitch Trubisky for a quarterback whose collarbone still has not healed.
Yeah, and a quarterback whose foot has not healed either. They said anything is better than Mitch Trubisky. Oh, my God. I mean, you know what sucks? I was really high on Trubisky when we came out. You know me.
Yeah, you were.
Everybody was shitting on him. I was like, no, give him some time. He's a fast little white boy that could probably make some shit happen.
You know what he turned into? You know what he turned into?
What?
Chris Sims.
The worst part about this shit, right? The worst part about
it. That's the funniest part.
I'm not going to sit here and deny it. What do you want me to fucking deny it? No.
How the fuck was Brad Johnson a more effective quarterback than Mr. Trubisky?
Because Brad Johnson knew when to hold him and knew when to fold him. He knew when to walk away and knew when to run. He knew when to count his ducats before he left the poker table. I don't know the rest of the fucking song. Anyways, at that point,
you better count your ducats. Hey. Just the turntable.
Hey. So, Mitch Trubisky. So, all right. So me and you can say, right, with all confidence, with Marcus Mariota and what's happened there is that since he has had to go through 4 different coordinators in the last 5 years, he was going to struggle, right? That's a statement we can confidently make, right?
Yeah.
So what is Mitch Trubisky's excuse for over the last 3 years? He's had the same coach, the same offense, and the personnel's got even better and better in order to protect and coddle him.
I can only tell you by showing you something, okay?
What?
this is a good quarterback's arm. Okay, that's Mitchell Trubisky's. Mitchell Trubisky reminds me of Chad Pennington.
You know, I didn't want to say that bad. I mean, probably. But at least Chad Pennington was fucking accurate.
That is true. Okay, so Mitchell Trubisky got the extra noodle in the noodle arm that Chad Pennington had.
So that means that that Mitch Trubisky has turned into Heath Schuler? Is that what we're going to say?
No, you know what Mitch Trubisky has turned into?
What?
A Bailey buddy after the axe attack.
Just deflated. And that's exactly what's happened. I feel bad for Mitch.
I don't.
But I feel bad because the entire media world is giving him so much shit for this. But we're not going to talk about the big glaring hole. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Chicago Bears defense has not performed like they did last year.
No, because they realized you triple team Khalil Mack. Nobody else can get through the fucking line.
Don't you think they probably should have invested in more of a defense if you have a bunch of rookies on rookie contracts?
Am I not mistaken? But wasn't Nagy part of the John Elway coaching conundrum back there in Denver?
I think so, but I hope he didn't.
And there's your answer. There's your answer.
He's an offensive coach. See, this is why you need a defensive coach. This is exactly why. But all seriousness, like the Chicago Bears have not performed well in defense at all this year. Like they perform in spurts. They've shown that they can shut down when they're fully focused, but they're not fully focused, and nobody's talking about this. Look at the stats. Look how much that they let Green Bay drop on them.
That's what I was going to say. The reason nobody's talking about how bad Chicago is playing is because of how good Green Bay is playing and how good Minnesota is playing. You know that I know that you know that I know the NFL is a better place when Minnesota and Green Bay are at the top of that division.
Yeah, and that's sad because Chicago, I was looking at a return to renaissance with Chicago. You know, Khalil Mack was looking like Michael Singletary Jr. I don't want to put him in that same legendary status, but that's what he was looking like.
You want to know what the saddest part about it that nobody's mentioning?
What?
And the fact that the guy who I'm getting ready to say plays on the next team that I'm about to talk about is that without Jordan Howard in that backfield, Tariq Cohen is non-existent.
No, because the guy that replaced Jordan Howard is not doing as well of a job.
No. And it's so bad that people on the stage were making fun of Tariq Cohen's height.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, but let's also call a spade a spade. The Chicago Bears, who do they have on offense that you can trust?
Alan Hearns ain't there no more.
Nope. Allen Robinson ain't there no more.
Allen Robinson ain't there no more. Tariq Cohen is the only one.
Yeah, but if you need 15 yards on a third and 15, who do you trust in Chicago right now?
I can tell you who, and there's another person on next team who you don't trust. You know who that is?
Who?
Nelson Aguilar.
You can't trust that nigga with anything. You can't.
The Bears for 15 yards. They don't seem to have anybody because, and another problem is, Mitch Trubisky can barely throw the ball 15 fucking yards accurately.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. He can't throw that, but he can't throw it accurately because he has nobody that he can trust back there. So why would you put a guy like a Nick Foles? Why would you even entertain trading for a Nick Foles or a guy like Cam Newton? Because I think they'll put him in the same position that they were when Nick Foles was in the Rams and fucking Cam Newton 3 years ago, after the Super Bowl when he had nobody.
Yeah. No, so Chicago is in a very bad situation right now.
I'm gonna put that on Twitter. If Chicago needed 15 yards on a 3rd and 15, who do they trust to get that 15 yards?
So just cut the Bears right there because they don't need to be beat up anymore. You can do that shit on Twitter. Next up, we both picked the Eagles, and the Dallas Cowboys decided to play a football game.
Yeah, they decided to show up offensively, which we know that they'll do because Philly's defense is trash. But I didn't think that they show up as defensively as they did. Shit was amazing, actually. I thoroughly enjoyed myself on that game, and I hate the fucking Cowboys, and I've never
and you have to pick against them every week.
Every fucking week, I have to pick against them, and I will. I am committed to that. I will do it. I don't give a fuck who they play.
Just like I'm committed to picking the Falcons every week. In fact, my initial is next to the Falcons for this week.
Yep. So we have to come to a point where we have to realize two things. One, and which is the most important thing, you never call your Lady Di said the kicker. That's who you can rely on. He can kick it. No, you can't. Because when they needed the fucking 40-some-yard field goal, the chip shot that everybody seems to make, they can't even pull a kicker off the street to hit that field goal. Remember this film?
Because nobody wants to kick in Chicago because of the fans, because of what they did to Cody Parkey.
Yeah, nobody. Poor Cody Parkey. They're all nervous and shit. But the Cowboys are doing their thing, okay? You got to respect the hustle. Fuck the Cowboys, but I respect your fucking hustle. I know I only asked for 15, but on third down, we don't kick it on third down. She's like, we do now because shit. Apparently, you can't rely on anybody else.
You just said you don't kick it on third down? Well, I believe the team that we're getting ready to talk about should have, because their quarterback was seeing ghosts. The New York Jets got beat so bad by the New England Patriots, Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts on the fields. And it came to a point where an ESPN announcer said, Sam Darnold, those were not ghosts you were hearing, boo. Those were your fans.
Wow. Oh. Hold on, wait. There's a song I got to play.
Oh, the Boogeyman?
Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Here's where the copyright strike comes.
Let me see. Hold on. Here you go.
I got a monster in my closet. Someone's underneath my bed. The wind's knocking at my window. I kill it, but it's already dead.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, the man Kyle Van Noy has dubbed the New England Patriots defense the Boogeyman. And it's very fitting, especially after Sam Darnold's comments after the Monday Night Football game.
Well, now, and they talked to Kyle Van Noy later on, I think the next day, and he's like, are you fucking serious? I guess that means the Boogeyman is real. Oh, shit. He was shocked when they told him that. So interesting stat. I posted on Twitter a couple days ago about the New England Patriots and the 49ers. Those two defense as a whole are so good that the third best defense in the NFL, which is the Buffalo Bills, are at least 50 to 75 yards behind those two defenses. Those defenses. That's how good these defenses are. Okay. So when the Kyle Van Noy said that they're the Boogeyman, they're real. The only thing that the Patriots and the Niners that the Patriots have ran away all year with is getting turnovers in the touchdowns. That's their signature all year.
The Patriots right now have 18 interceptions.
Yep.
So we're going into week 8. That is 2.3 interceptions a game.
They're averaging a defensive touchdown per game. They're on some Baltimore Ravens shit right now. And that's what, Like both teams are on record, like are on pace to break the Baltimore defense, the 2001 Ravens defense record. That's
the Patriots with this win, with this shutout victory, became the first team since the 1942 Chicago Bears to have two shutouts in a game where they won by 30 or more points.
Yep.
In a season.
It's that bad. And people are so worried about Tom Brady and shit like that. The defense is going to score the touchdowns Tom Brady can't get. God damn.
So, Devin McCourty has 6 interceptions this year.
Yeah.
Jason has 2. Stephon Gilmore has 3.
But Stephon Gilmore takes away your best receiver.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore one-on-one takes away whoever you think is the best player on your team.
Yeah. And who are they playing? Who are they playing this week?
Oh, we get to see the rematch of Gilmore versus Beckham Jr.
Oh yes, I can't wait to tell you about that one because I already know what's going to happen in that one. But
the last time they met, and I'm going to say this with a caveat: the last time they met 2 years ago, Gilmore was still getting used to the Patriots defense. Odell Beckham had 2 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. The one and that was in the first quarter.
Yep.
After those 2 catches, Stephon Gilmore swatted away 7 attempted passes to Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh man, it's we'll get to that one. It's a crazy ride, man. But these defenses, these 2 defenses are on pace to shatter defensive records that haven't even been touched.
And I'm going to say this: if these 2 teams, I want to see it. If they get to the Super Bowl, it is going to be a hard-hitting, smash-mouth Super Bowl.
True, that's going to be brutal. Ugh. And Jimmy G versus Tom Brady. Richard Sherman trying to old man Richard Sherman versus old man Tom Brady too. That's going to be something else.
Not only that, you have the coach of the 49ers, who Mohamed Sanu told in Atlanta, stop throwing the ball, run it. The Patriots are not done.
Yeah. Oh,
we all know what happened. The 28-3 happened.
Yeah.
Patriots 5-time champs. Because Mohamed Sanu told Kyle Shanahan, run the ball, and he said no.
Yep. Well, I think that he's wise enough now. And you've noticed that his coaching style this year has been running the fucking football. We're the number 1 running team in the NFL right now. We average 176 yards a game.
And it's because Jimmy Garoppolo has been shaky at best.
Yeah. Which we'll get to that one too when we talk about that game. But
all right, so here we go. That was week 7. This is week 8. Change the banner, my good man.
Whoa, let's go. Oh, actually, yeah, before we get to that, we got to get to the Thursday night game.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me just do this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Sinful Black proudly brings to you the week 8 predictions and Thursday night game topics right here on Sinful Black TV on both YouTube and Facebook.
Yeet, yeet.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Fuck you. No, that's copyright shit. You can't do that shit without WWE suing you. So, on the Thursday night game, the Washington Redskins defense seems to be legit, but their offense is asshole garbage. And Minnesota won this game.
That's just simply what it was. Dalvin Cook ran it down their throats like he promised he would. Kirk Cousins looked incredibly efficient, even though he didn't get into the end zone. I was really impressed. I was thoroughly impressed.
The one thing that came out of this game, in my opinion, is in 2008, on this very field, Adrian Peterson tore his ACL. 8 months later, on this very field, Adrian Peterson ran for the first time since tearing his ACL and had an MVP season.
Yep.
I think the fans of Minnesota were very, very nice to Adrian Peterson when they announced his name, and he did have a decent game.
Yeah. Yeah. And keep in mind, the reason why Adrian Peterson left Minnesota wasn't because that he wanted to leave. They just didn't want to pay him what he felt he deserved to be paid at that point in his career.
And he was coming off the child abuse thing.
Yeah. They wanted to dispose of him, get rid of him as fast as possible, which is an organization I guess I understand to a point. But I think that's what trips me out. Like a team, you would you bleed sweat, tears, break bones, all kinds of other shit for these teams, and they just drop you on a dime. Like, some bullshit happens. Oh, we don't need you. I mean, it's not like they needed him right now, which I understand. Okay, I get that part, but I think that they could have kept him around for something, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I was appreciative of the fan base there. They didn't boo him. They gave him a standing ovation. He actually passed. I think he's number 6 now on the all-time rushing thing. He jumped over 2 players in this game.
Yep.
Adrian Peterson, I'm gonna give this one to you. You've had a hell of a career, my friend.
Yes, sir. All right. So that was all the Adrian Peterson's love is foreshadowed. Well, it's overshadowed by Minnesota Vikings win, where now they're pulled solely into second place in the NFC North. Do you think that Green Bay game is just around the corner in a few weeks? Do you think that Minnesota takes control of this division once again?
In the end, I think Minnesota is going to end up winning this division. I'm not a big fan of Green Bay. I still don't think they've only played a couple of really good teams. I still don't know about the Packers, man.
The Packers are a mixed bag of bullshit. I can't trust them. But
we'll get to that next week when we actually talk about our old picks that we did. And
yeah, we'll do the reboot.
Yeah. All right, so here we go with our week 8 predictions. Cha.
There we go.
So we're going to start off this week with probably what is going to be a one-sided game. The Denver Broncos at the Indianapolis Colts.
Denver Broncos at the Indianapolis Colts. This is a trap game for sure. The Colts have just got done beating 2 juggernauts in the AFC, the Texans and the Chiefs. However, the Colts look like they'll be on an upswing. Jacoby Brissett has taken full grasp of this offense. I don't even know who the hell the Colts running back is. Marlon Mack, is that their running back this year?
Marlon Mack.
Oh, man. I mean, you got to ride the hot hand at this point. The Colts are looking real nice. They look really gelling as a team on both sides of the ball. Are they perfect? No, not by any stretch of the word. But this Broncos team is ass trash. And they just got rid of their best receiver. So, with that said, my ass is going to be taking just fooled you. No. Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. Sorry. You thought I was?
I didn't think you were taking the Broncos at all. I have your initials on the Colts.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're talking about a team who, when Patrick Mahomes got hurt, was only down 4 points. And you lost by 24 to a quarterback who hasn't played since 2017.
Matt Moore, baby. Matt Moore, yeah.
Elway, you're fired. Flacco, you're fired. Colts, a W.
I told you, Elway deserves all this since he sold Tim Tebow's soul for Peyton Manning.
All right, so next up we have, oh, God, it's this team again. Oh, no, this is weird because it's your Achilles heel against my Achilles heel.
Oh, God, Tennessee versus who?
The Buccaneers. At Tennessee. So if people are just new to us, every time he picks the Buccaneers, they lose. every time I pick the Titans, with the exception of last week, they lose. But every time I pick against the Buccaneers, I win. So, with that being said, I'm going to try my luck 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to pick Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, my God. I'm taking the Bucks. I got money on them. Fuck this shit.
We are both okay. So we are both taking our NFL Achilles heels, which means this game is going to end up in a tie.
Oh my God, that would kill me. Why did they do this? Why? Fucking. It's the problem is. The problem with this game is that neither team is good enough to neither win nor lose against the other. So it's not like you can use the opposite logic, right? Like Tennessee is supposed to win this game so they'll lose, or Tampa Bay is supposed to win this game so they'll lose, or the other way around, or they'll lose it. You can't. You can't apply that logic to this game because both of them deserve to both lose and win at the same time.
So Jameis Winston, I believe, leads the league in interceptions.
No, that actually belongs to Baker Mayfield.
Oh, okay.
And he has to play the Boogeyman.
Jameis is up there, though.
No, Jameis is up there. That's for damn sure. I think he's got like 9 or 10. But the thing is that this is really Jameis Winston's last shot this game.
You said that last week.
Who the Buccaneers played last week? I thought they had a bye.
Did they have a bye last week?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. I know you said it before.
I said it last week, saying that the next game that they play, that Bruce Arians says that if Jameis Winston fucks up and costs him the game, that this is going to be the end of Jameis Winston in Tampa.
All right. So you're picking the Buccaneers.
Yep. I got no fucking choice.
I'm picking the Titans.
Because fuck Ryan Tannehill. That's why.
I agree. I like the Titans defense.
Yikes.
All right, so next up, we have a team that has actually won 3 games in a row against a team that has won 6 in a row with a backup quarterback. We have the Arizona Cardinals at the New Orleans Saints.
Now, this is going to be fairly simple. It's a simple pick, but it gets very convoluted. Why? So apparently Drew Brees is coming back this week. That's the word that he's practicing to re-debut back this week because initially they were supposed to come back last week, but they didn't want him to come back against that tough-ass defense last week. So
Teddy Bridgewater ate alive.
Yeah. So now we're Drew Brees is coming back against a fairly pedestrian defense, but Kyler Murray's going to have to face this top 5 New Orleans Saints defense. But the other side of it is that this New Orleans Saints defense has not seen a pass-first offense in a long time. It's going to be interesting what Cliff Kingsbury dials up in this matchup. However,
it'll be the pistol.
I know something. It'll be something. However, the New Orleans Saints are too good. This is like a homecoming game for Drew Brees. Drew Brees is going to come out, probably drop about 400, 450 on him.
And guess what? Even if Drew Brees ain't ready, Teddy Bridgewater going to come out and drop 200 to 300.
Yep, and there you go. So I'm picking the Saints very easily in this one. This shouldn't be a thing.
You know, if this game was in Arizona, I would pick the Cardinals. But it's in New Orleans. It's going to be loud, raucous. So I'm going to go with the Saints here in this game.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so next up, we have another game that should be I've already put your initials down on this one. Should be a hands down, no matter what happens. One team is going to win. One team is going to die. The 0-7 or 7 Cincinnati Bengals at the resurgent Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, God. Could you imagine the shitstorm that would happen if the freaking the Bengals beat the damn Rams?
McVay fired, golf cut. Fucking.
They'd find a way to get rid of Todd Gurley's contract or eat that shit.
They trade Todd Gurley to New England.
Oh.
For a 6th-round draft pick. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. The Bengals have no good qualities, and a lot of players are playing this week. I
And a lot of
understood.
their players are planning on being traded to better teams.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. They're sticking bubble wrap around them, putting them back on the shelf.
The Bengals players are sitting on the bench like college players who don't make the college football playoff are just sitting there watching their team play now.
But the crazy part about this is everybody's talking about tradable pieces. You know who's a tradable piece right now? Because despite the bullshit, Andy Dalton has been fucking getting off this year.
Andy Dalton should get traded to Chicago.
They need Andy Dalton because he's a mistake-free quarterback. He just knows how to play quarterback very well. It's just he didn't have the weapons this year to get into the end zone. He didn't have no AJ Green. He had the one boy, the one dude, I can't remember his name. The one that's their leading receiver now. Well, that was their leading receiver that's on the Lions.
Yeah.
And that's it. But he's been putting up 300, 350 yards a game, a few touchdowns here and there. I mean, that's where I would be looking at.
Joe Mixon has been non-existent this year.
Yeah. If you have a late first-round draft pick and you need a quarterback, or you have a second-round draft pick that you can spare and you've already picked in the first round, you're starting offensive tackle, I'd trade Andy Dalton real quick.
So I assume you're going with the Rams?
No, yeah, that would be it.
All right, so next up we have – this is an interesting one.
Oh, God.
We have the team whose quarterback saw ghosts last week against your new favorite quarterback, Gordon Minshew. Or Minshew Gardner, I mean.
Gardner Minshew.
At Jacksonville.
Minshew Mania is alive and well. I like Gardner Minshew in this game. I think this one is going to be a shootout, but I think Gardner Minshew is going to pull this one off and take the W in this game.
I think Leonard Fournette's going to have a big game because the Jets are shitty against the run.
Yeah, well, if they do, that means Gardner Minshew's going to have a hell of a game too.
Yeah. I got Jacksonville. I know he's got Jacksonville. So,
definitely.
Daniel Jones has now lost his last 3 games since becoming the starter, taking on a Detroit Lions team who hasn't won a game since they were annually raped by the Green Bay Packers and referees.
The anger that stewed out. I thought that the Detroit Lions were going to come out and win in a house of fire, but apparently Ryan Tannehill had other plans. I don't know what happened.
The Lions didn't lose to the Titans.
Who they lose to?
The Lions lost to Minnesota last week.
Was it Minnesota? Are you sure?
Yep. Because remember, Di and Bruce told us to pick Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And we failed them as
remember, they called us out on it, on your post.
But still, Ryan Tannehill had other plans because his bullshit had an effect on the Detroit Lions. That's right. I said it.
2 teams that don't even play each other this year. He's blaming for fucking.
Yep. I blame Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's fault.
My only hope is this, that the Lions have washed off the referee jizz that was all over them after the Green Bay game and get back on track here because I'm picking the Lions over the New York Giants.
Yeah, if the Lions lose this game, don't expect them to be in the playoff hunt for the rest of the year. So because
Minnesota's fucking 5-2 and Green Bay 6-1.
Yeah, the Lions need to win this game. It's very simple. They need to win at least the majority of the games coming up, and it has to start here or it's going to be dead. So I'm picking the Lions.
All right. Next up, we have a game against 2 teams who just don't seem to want to play football right now. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Chicago Bears.
This was a tough one to pick because I'm like, what's worse? Chicago's defense? Chicago's inept offense or the Chargers inept everything?
Yeah, because Keenan Allen has hands like Nelson Aguilar this year. He's dropping every goddamn thing that's thrown to him.
Yeah, and before that used to not be the case. This is a rough one. Like this is almost as bad as if Miami played Cincinnati. Like, this is bad.
I have to go with the better defense, and that's Chicago. because LA's offensive line is trash too. So I'm going to go with the Bears in a very low-scoring game.
Man, I'm going to have to go with the Bears because the Bears need to win. It's very simple. They got to win. If they don't win, it's a wrap.
All right. Next up, we have another interesting game.
Okay.
The Philadelphia Eagles at the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh. Philadelphia has a problem with scrambling quarterbacks. You know this, right?
I know this. But Buffalo almost lost to Miami last week. So I'll make my pick while he contemplates. I'm going to go out on a limb here and make this my bold prediction of Week 8.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Philadelphia Eagles will hand the Buffalo Bills their second loss of the season. And I know it's weird saying that the Bills only have 2 losses when it comes to Week 8. 1 loss when it comes to Week 8.
I, for one, think the Bills' defense is for real. I think that Josh Allen, when put in the right offensive set, which I think that they're still tinkering with, is dangerous as a quarterback. I got to go with Buffalo. I think Buffalo is gonna because they got to keep pace with New England. I don't think they're gonna win the division, but I think they got to keep pace with them. They got to make them fucking look good. I do something.
So next up, I'm forced to take one side of this game. So James is gonna be the only one talking about it. The Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons got to play angry Russell Wilson. Yeah, that's right. It's so bad they got demoted to the NBA.
And not only that, they just traded their second best wide receiver.
Yeah, so Atlanta's probably going to lose out for the rest of the year. I know Big Sin doesn't want to hear that.
Oh yeah, and Matt Ryan's out too.
Oh, Matt Schaub is in?
Yes, Matt Ryan broke his ankle.
Well, this kind of just solves everything. I'll tell you what, Big Sin. Since I will let you out of your...
No, you do not let me off the hook. I will take Atlanta every goddamn week because I'm a man who lives to my word.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And don't say I didn't give it to you. Because I wanted Matt.
Like this. The last 3 weeks, I've had to pick the Falcons, and I'm still only 1 game behind you. So
that Falcons game could put you over the top.
No, I'm gonna keep my word. I will pick the Falcons for the rest of the season.
Di says yes. You're doing it. You're picking the Falcons, and you're doing it cheerfully. Oh,
hold on.
Oh, fucking man. I wanted this to be the Matt Ryan full Falcons. This isn't fair. Matt Schaub and his pick 6 toppings.
I will do it with my head held high. The Atlanta Falcons will defeat the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday.
If the Atlanta Falcons beat the Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll probably will get fired. That's some bullshit. I'm just saying. But I got the Seattle Seahawks in this game. It's all insanity. I love it though. Oh my God. By the way, just a real quick sports break. The Baylor girls, the girls from Baylor, have mollywopped a small college team called Langston 149-32 in women's collegiate basketball. I think they play less minutes in women's collegiate basketball than the men, and somehow we're able to score Golden State type points against some team, and the other team only dropped like 32 points. This is all bad. Jesus Christ.
All right, so next up, we have Yes, I just ignored that like everybody ignores the WNBA. Next up, we have a game where the 49ers actually might be in a little bit of trouble this week. They have White, Barry Sanders, and Kyle Allen, not Kyle Allen, whatever the fuck his name is, Josh Allen, whatever the fuck the quarterback's name is. Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
On this winning streak that he's got Carolina on at the San Francisco 49ers. Is this the week the 49ers take their first L?
No. Not in every sense of the word. This is the week that, just like New England has been exposing quarterbacks, the 49ers will going to expose Kyle Allen for exactly who he is, which is a second-year guy. They're going to expose this Norv Turner offense, which Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh have plenty of experience going against. And this is no offense to Kyle Allen. You don't understand that the negative drop-off that every quarterback, when it comes to New England and San Francisco, a significant negative drop-off every time these teams run into San Francisco. They just aren't the same. And Carolina's just going to be another fucking victim. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Well, just to spite you and my boss, who's a 49ers fan, I'm picking the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, God, no. Why?
Because of Cracker Sanders.
Cracker Sanders, huh?
Also known as Christian McCaffrey.
We're going to negate.
Who should be accredited to this Panthers winning streak, not Kyle Allen.
We're the big negator. That's what it is. The Niners are the big negator. It's all Niners all day. That's how this is going to go.
Now, the next game, let's see if you switch this up a little bit. We have the Cleveland Browns traveling to Foxborough to take on the Boogeyman and the New England Patriots.
Because there's a monster in my closet. That's exactly
what Bill Belichick is 19-0 against quarterbacks under 25 at home. And Baker Mayfield is 24 years old.
Oh, the sad part about it is that the Browns really, really, really need to win this game because right now they're 2-4. They lose this game.
The sad part about it is
what?
At the beginning of the season, we called this the must-watch game of the NFL year.
And it still is. Because if the Browns lose, there ain't no more must-watch games for the Browns at this point. Because the season's over. That means they'll have to win 9 straight games to get into the playoffs.
So, are you saying – so what are you more interested in? The Browns offense or the Patriots defense?
I want to see what the Browns offense can do against this Patriots defense, which my biggest fear is 2 words. Absolutely nothing. If anybody follows me on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, I fully explained what Baker Mayfield's problem is this year, as opposed to.
Are you getting into the Ryan Lindley thing again?
Yes, I'm getting into the Ryan Lindley thing again. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are unaware of how I do on Twitter, I did some digging. The quarterbacks coach that was hired this year for the Cleveland Browns was Ryan Lindley. Yes, Ryan Lindley, who is 1-5 as a starter in the NFL. And the CFL said, hold my beer, I think you could be fucking worse. He took his lack of talents up north to the Great White North in Canada, where he proceeded to throw 240 for 550 yards and throw another 1 touchdown with 6 interceptions. And this is the guy that's teaching quarterbacks how to quarterback. Oh, my God. This is just asking for it. I don't know. I'll tell you what I do know. You ready what I do know?
What's that?
The Browns are going to get fucking stomped out of here Tom Brady's going to drop about 350, 375. The only relevant Brown is going to be Nick Chubb. Odell Beckham is going to be, I said Brickham. Odell Brickham Jr. That's right. I said it. Brickham. He's going to be taken out of this game. It's going to be horrible. All bad. I don't know. Why? Yikes. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm picking the Patriots.
I'm picking the Patriots. Baker Mayfield's going to have a rough time.
He's going to have a real bad time, bro. A real bad time. A real bad time.
I really wanted this to be a good game at the beginning of the season.
I know you did. We all did. America wanted this to be a good game.
But nobody expected for the Patriots to be doing what they're doing.
No, and nobody expected
for the Browns to be not doing what they should be doing.
Yeah.
I got the Patriots by at least 14 in this game. At least.
Oh, yeah, I got 10-14. I say that easily.
All right. Next up, we have the soon-to-be Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans.
I think it's time for a Texans bounce back game. This has got to be it. This is the perfect opponent to do it to. So if it was me, of course it's me because I'm picking these things. I'm picking the Texans. I'm picking Deshaun Watson to get back in the form. Seeing no, that's not his name. D'Angelo Hopkins?
DeAndre,
there you go. I expect DeAndre Hopkins to get 2-3 touchdowns. This is going to be a good scoring game, but I think the Houston Texans are going to run away with this one.
You know, I would have picked the Raiders in this game, but for some odd reason, they traded their best cornerback to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I have no idea why they fucking did that.
I'm going with the Texans. Deshaun Watson's going to have a bounce back game here. The Raiders still have no pass rush, so it's going to be Texans all day.
Oh, yeah, all fucking day. All fucking day.
All right, so the most interesting game on the schedule, if a starting quarterback was playing, the Green Bay Packers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Matt Moore is making his first start since 2017 when he was a Miami Dolphin.
This is something else. I picked Green Bay to win this game simply because I don't think Matt Moore has the arm talent to be able to keep up with Aaron Rodgers and his offense. They're going to have to put up a lot of points since this Kansas City defense has been so weird. And that one outlier against the Broncos doesn't count for a whole fucking season.
Look who it was against.
Yeah, I know. But still, that's what I'm saying. So I am taking I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. I'm taking Green Bay. I got to. This is what it looks like. It looks like a Green Bay all day to me.
I'm taking Green Bay not for their offense, but for their defense. Their defense has been really solid this year.
Yes, it has. Yes, it
and
has.
I don't think they're going to let Matt Moore do much in this game.
No, he's going to get abused, used, and tossed out like a rag doll.
So, even if Mahomes was playing, I would have picked Green Bay anyway. But it's even more evident that I'm picking Green Bay in this game.
I just think that if this game gets close, that Aaron Rodgers is going to run away with it. Mahomes doesn't show up in big games like that.
All right, so next up we have a game that probably should have been flexed off of Monday Night Football after week 3. For some reason, we have the Miami Dolphins at the Pittsburgh Steelers as the marquee game of week 8 on Monday Night Football.
Yikes. Steelers by 35. That's all we got. The Dolphins are just not a good team.
I am going – here comes. Okay, if I pick this game right, I don't have to pick the Falcons no more.
Okay.
I am picking, and the reason I add that caveat is I am picking the Miami Dolphins to get their first win of the season at Pittsburgh.
Against Duck Hodges?
Yes. Now,
Yikes.
that's why I put that caveat in there. If I call this correctly, Miami wins, I get to get off of the Atlanta train.
Okay. Fair enough. That's fine.
I mean, you're going to let me off anyway, but I want to do it by actually doing something.
Oh, you want to earn it? Okay. All right. That's fine.
And I want to earn it by putting my trust in some gay sharks.
Wow. Really? Really? Okay, fine. Deal. Virtual handshake, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big Sin, and I have a problem.
And that problem is randomly picking the Miami Dolphins to get out of an Atlanta Falcon problem. You took a fish to solve a bird problem.
Well, I'm hoping I picked the fish to solve the duck problem.
The duck problem. Oh, jeez.
I gotta earn my way out of the doghouse, man.
That's true. And I think that is it for us tonight. That's a nice little long one, hour 40. He said, Guy says, I guess you want to continue picking Atlanta, huh?
Now, I want to say this. If Miami somehow wins this game for some fucking reason, I'm going to feed every single one of you motherfuckers crow over the next week.
Oh, my God. This is going to be...
I love you all. My name is Big Sin, and that's Hollywood J. Black falling asleep on us.
Hey.
We are out this bitch.
Deuces.